Hi, welcome to a Cumulus web client demo movie. In this demo movie, I will demonstrate how easy it is to add a plugin to the Cumulus web client. In this case, an advanced search plugin. Yeah, it's already installed, so I'm first gonna demonstrate what it does. I've added a plugin that allows you to do a special search, a different search from the normal search, otherwise there's no purpose in adding this functionality. This advanced search window gives you now the ability to enter some field values. This can be drop-down fields, checkboxes, or just plain text. And it can be one field or up to 9 different fields you want to go and search in at the same time. In this example, this query searches for any number of categories that you type in, and it does a contain search on the record name. So if, for instance, I do, as an example here, the black, and I'm saying I want JPEGs, then you can see that it returns 5 files. If now I'm specifying that I want, for instance, black, comma, Berlin, no spaces, and I say JPEG, then automatically it finds every file for which it has and either the black or the Berlin category and has JPEG in the name. The query can be whatever you like it to be. There is a parameter file for this plugin in which you can set the title, that is the title that appears in the menu. You can have a description that appears on mouse over, and then you have the header of the plugin in the text file. Whatever you specify here will, so this is here, this is the header, this is the description, and then you have a number of fields. So let me get back here. So this is the header, this is description, you can put whatever you like, and then you can repeat this section as many times up to 10. Remember, you can have 9 search fields and 1 query. In this case, it is a text field defined, and I just give it a title and a description. The title comes here, the description comes here as a hint. And then I have a second field, and I can have a third. The third field here, the last field, is the one where I specify my query. I put it in a hidden because I don't want the user to see my query. And then I can describe the query. The query can have, if we look at this part, be a very simple query where it says record name contains, and then the param value, and that's the parameter value, and then it says from which index, 2, so this is ID 2, so it's this one. So whatever you type in for the record name in the interface will be inserted here. You could do exactly the same thing for any field that is searchable. Categories here, so you can, what I'm doing here is a little bit more complicated. Here I'm doing search for categories. I'm putting here value and not param value 1, as you would expect, because I allow the first parameter, the values to be separated by commas. So I'm saying that I want to repeat for every value with the comma separated, I want to repeat this section, and I'm saying that I'm using the OR separator. That's how you specify the query. And then below you have the button, the search button, the click, the cancel, and the other part is actually not important for this functionality. So you can even have multiple, so you can personalize the query. You can have multiple instances of this as well. So if let's see how this is installed. You have your Apache Web Apps folder, and in there you have your Cumulus Web Client, webinf. Well, in here you need a folder called plugins, and then this is what you will receive in a zip from me. It's very important that the name of the jar is not tampered with, because the name must start with CWC dash, and it must end with dash plugin and everything afterwards. The part here in the middle is dynamic. So as an example, I'm gonna add a second menu item to here. Yeah, and sorry, it's already wrong. It's not here, but I have to add it here. And good. Come on. It's this one I need to modify. The other one is already open in the Cumulus web client. So it's already open by Tomcat, so it's locked. So I'm creating a search too, and why? Well, here in bundles, I menu search, which is menu search. And that's how it knows which parameters to take. And if I do this and now create a second menu item here, and this second menu item I'm gonna open here, and I'm going to call this advanced search 2. It's my advanced search 2. And in the advanced search 2, the only thing I'm going to do differently is say that I don't want, for instance, I don't want the record name, and I am going to say that I want only records that are in both categories or in all categories that I select. Or so that's how easy I can just personalize this. I'm changing the query. If you don't know the syntax of the query, being the question mark for contains and an asterisk for has value, just go to the advanced search window to the find window, the advanced section of your Cumulus client, and you can construct the query there. So I now added this. So if at this point I restart my web solutions, you always have to restart your web solutions. And I need to, of course, cancel. And it's gonna throw me out anyway, but here we go. You will notice that now we will have two options in the menu. One for the first search action we want, and the second one for the second we define. So, and you can add as many as you want. So if you want different kind of searches for different purposes, then you can very easily add those that way. Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, Tomcat has been restarted. Will probably be a little bit slow. Oh no, already starting nicely. So if I go to my sample catalog and I go to my plugins, I see I have the advanced search and I have the advanced search 2. If I go into the advanced search 2, suddenly I don't have that second field anymore. And if I do here just black, then I will get exactly nothing. And if I do advanced search black, that's it. Sorry for the typo. If I go for advanced search black, comma Berlin, it does an and search. I'm only going to get records that have both those categories. So you see I get less results. And if I go back to the other advanced search, here I still have the ability to say it's an OR value, black or Berlin. And then I have to specify also, for instance, the JPEG. So this is how it works. It's very simple to personalize. As I said, you just, okay, don't mind about all these. You just have to set the right parameters in here. So thank you for joining, and let me know if you have any questions.